This is the RGB Vertical stand by KIWI Design and was exclusively made for Meta and its line of Quest headsets. So it's time for a review quickie. First up, let's see what comes inside the box, which by the way, I really dig their boxes because they're always good quality. The box inside the box contains the star of the show here, the RGB controller and headset holder. Let's go ahead and remove the film cover from that. Next, here inside this little compartment is the flexible USB-C cable that plugs into the side of the stand and its magnetic adapter, which you will plug into the side of your headset. Put these two pieces together and you get a quick and easy charging connection. By the way, this connector has a high quality circuit board for safe charging, so no need to worry about burning up your charging port. Lastly, in this little box we have the good old instruction manual. Now to the main box where we find the 4 pieces that make up the rest of the stand. The base, which feels very sturdy and weighty and has a non-slip mat on the bottom to keep your headset safe. The headphone hanger if you're a headphone person, which attaches to the strap supporter, which then attaches to the main support section. Once you have assembled these pieces like so, you can then plug in the USB-C cord and charging adapter that came with your headset into the USB-C slot in the back like you see here, and voila, hello RGB baby. Underneath the RGB platform you'll see 2 buttons, one smaller for turning on and off the RGB by long pressing it, and a short press of that smaller button will rotate through the 5 different brightness levels. With the longer button you can use the right and left side of it to change back and forth between the RGB colors and the effects. Setting up the stand took about 5 minutes and it felt pretty intuitive, but I did, as anyone should, consult the manual to make sure I did it correctly. As someone who has noticed the Quest 3 doesn't particularly sit well on its own, I really like this charging dock not only for its aesthetic, but its usefulness. The magnetic connector works really well and I have never had to adjust it to connect and charge, which makes it super easy to just pick up my headset and play knowing that it's fully charged and then place it right back down again. I mean, you can even do it one-handed. The controller holders are maneuverable, so if you want to hide them in the back or put them out to the sides, or if you have a Quest 2, which is also compatible with this stand, you can place them in the front by hanging them from their tracking rings. I will say with the Quest 2, the magnetic connector is not as easy to connect. You have to squish down the connector to reach the lower height of the USB-C port on the Quest 2. And I get that the rubber connector is split in the middle for this compatibility, but I think a separate smaller adapter would honestly work better. With the charging stand, I ran my classic charging test from dead inside the headset to fully charged, and it landed at 2 hours and 39 minutes using the charging brick and cable that came with your Quest. That is a little bit longer than standard, probably because it's also charging the RGB lights, but if you're just putting this on there at night, it should be no problem. All in all, it's a great charging dock that keeps my desk neat, and honestly, it's interesting to look at. I think there needs to be a little refinement for the Quest 2, but if you have a Quest 3 and are looking for a functional way to display your Quest 3 and charge it, I think this is a great investment. You can get the stand right now on Amazon with a $20 coupon for $59.99. It's a little pricey, but if you like tidiness, it might be worth it to you. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this stand. KIWI sent it to me as a review unit. There was no money exchange, so these are my thoughts. Let me know what you think. I'll catch you in the next quickie.